Okay, a lot of you will be surprised about that last picture of my family, Murkwood family. Any animal that is named is not going to be uh, up for the freezer, basically. We do raise animals for food, but you have to have a breeding stock. Once animals get a year old or whatever, they're not, except, well, birds, they're really not good for eating unless you cook them in a pressure cooker. But what you might be interested in is that kitty at the very end. Very, very small kitty. Very friendly kitty, but very small kitty. That, if you know me on Facebook, you know that I was saying it was Natasha, because that was the girl's name, and Faramir is the boy's name. Well, my wife thinks it was misgendered and it's a boy. That's how young that cat is. It's hard to even tell what its gender is. It may end up being Natasha, but for now it's Faramir because it looks like it has balls, and who knows. But I had to wait a little bit to see. Verdict's still out. The story behind that cat is I was out in the front yard doing something, and I heard this cat meow, and I thought, well, maybe it's a bird making that sound. It was a real faint, so I walked over to investigate what that sound was, and I saw this little kitten. Now my wife was holding the dog Thor. Thor gets excited whenever he sees anything, you know. He's one of them dogs. He's very high energy. And Thor got loose from my wife, and he chased that cat under the neighbor's house. Neighbor has a modular house, so a lot of the skirting is missing. So the cat ran under there. I'm not at talking terms with that neighbor, so I wasn't going to go over there. I was like, okay, well, maybe the cat's, I don't know. Just like, okay, the cat's doomed unless it finds its mom. Well, then I go in the backyard, and I hear the cat again. It's in the rabbit tree. And then the cat walks up to me. Lets me pick him up. And I told my wife, I said, this cat, what are we going to do with it? I said, wife's like, we don't need another cat. I says, well, I don't think it's up to us. This cat is now, we got to take care of it. We can't let it die. It's too young to survive on its own. There are a lot of stray cats around there. She said, well, maybe it's one of the neighbor's cats. Well, I know my neighbor next door, he doesn't like cats and dogs and animals in particular, so I know it's not from his house. And there are some stray cats. I thought maybe it's from one of the stray cats and it got away from its mom. Maybe my dogs chased the mom off, but there's no other kittens around, just that one, which just seemed kind of strange. But it's all black. It kind of had blue eyes, but now the eyes are turning more green. We've had it for probably a week. Tomorrow we'll have had it for a week. It's still very tiny. If you can see that picture of my hand, I took that picture just earlier today. So we're keeping it in our arts and crafts room where I got the sewing machine. It's actually a spare bedroom, but we just call it the arts and crafts because we keep some of our arts and crafts stuff in there. And so the cat's in there, and we let it out, but it's too small. It'd get stepped on or whatever. The dogs are scared to death. The dogs are so excited to want to see the cat. Dogs don't want to hurt the kitty. But the kitty doesn't know that. So he's kind of intimidated and scared of the dogs. But so me and my wife take turns spending time in that room with the cat. And the cat climbs up on us and loves on us. And so it's part of the family now. Unless find out somebody lost a cat. But I don't think that's going to happen. Anyway, let's watch this video. And some of the things going on in my farm, and then we'll discuss afterwards. Okay, you've seen these windows. There's a little bit of gap there. I can take care of that. And I've got these windows. These ones are on hinges.
so they'll be able to open. See that? They'll open. And I do got to do a little work on there, but I do have a plane. And this one, a little more stuck in there. Oh, that's all right. I can do some work and get those all loose. I got a big gap with the window right there, but I'm going to put some trim in the back, so that'll take care of that gap. This one's really flush. These windows are pretty old. Now these windows here, those are going to actually go on the ground, or just above the ground. I'm going to put cold frames right here. Those of you know who cold frames are. That's what you get your bedding plants started in the spring when it's still not hot enough to put them out there and let them grow, get them bigger. And that way when you put them out like tomatoes and peppers and stuff, so I had to push up on this a little bit to shut it, but that'll be like the summer. And when I build the wall on the other side, it's gonna have a fan. And there's a goose. You're my buddy. Hey, buddy, what you doing? What you doing? Here comes his squad. Here comes the gang of gaggles. Gaggle and Goose. Yes, they like me for some reason. Although one of them is going to be Christmas dinner. I hate to say it, but that was agreement for me to have geese. Unfortunately. Now, got some chickens loose over there. They're following me in here. They got their water. They're the geese, little duckies, little cayugas. They's cute as hell. And they're eating a lot and they're growing a lot. And aren't you guys? You guys getting big. They like the little box. I put that in there before I had this. But it's a little bit of shelter. They need it. They hang out there a lot, but I filled those things full of water this morning. They're already the ones out with my lemon tree. They'll leave my lemon tree alone. They're starting to eat the grass in here, so that's good. And these chickens over here, I'm going to catch those and try to sell them at the swap meet. Okay, geeses. That's my tool bag. This is my Father's Day present. Circular saw, which I really desperately needed. So I got a $50. My wife gave me $50 to spend at Lowe's. And so I was going there to buy lumber anyway. So I bought the circular saw, which I desperately needed. Now I need a reciprocating saw next. But been harvesting tomatoes, zucchini. Look at that squash don't look too good now. This is brand new. I planted that today. Those are collard greens. My eggplants should be coming in pretty soon. There's some babies on there. As you can see, there's some redness in the tomatoes. I got a bunch harvested yesterday. Okay, buddy. They want over here, but there's no way. They ate, I had a poblano pepper, and it fell off the table, and they ate it, the whole plant. So I was going to put that in here this morning, but I didn't get to. Got some basil. I had some basil on Father's Day. I make like, oh, what the hell is it called? It's, pull these weeds out of here. Always pulling weeds. It's the worst thing about gardening. Just gotta pull the weeds and up. There's a lot of these little peppers. A lot of them. And they're good. I like them. They're shito. I'll tell you at the end of the video. A lot of these, I'll harvest some of those. And there's my cucumbers. they're going to go in the bed where the beans were. I didn't show you that, but watermelon, that's a watermelon vine growing up through here. And ducks are making noises. This is the inside of my garden shed. I really don't like this wall, but it's steady. I'm going to put some of that pink foam board or something up there. And there's the windows from the outside. That pane is missing. And I'm just going to put some plexiglass or just a piece of metal or something there. And so it'll have, this is the east facing window, faces my truck. And this is the south facing. So the west facing is going to be a wall. North facing will be a wall, but it'll have a little door or vent or something. I'm going to have a fan right on the north wall. And it's going to blow across here where my plants are. My plants will be, I'll have 2 benches right here. And then I'll have two, you know what I'm talking, 2 shelves. And this right here, I'm going to take the lawnmower in the low setting. I'm going to go across this. That's where I'm going to plant the cucumbers. I don't know. I wish I had some more squash, but I went to Lowe's. They didn't really have a lot. They had not really much in 6-packs. They had a lot of things, individual plants. But so that's my working bench right now. Until Thursday, I'll have to get it all cleaned up Thursday, and then I'll because I got to go to the farmer's market. I got to get there a little earlier this week. I won't have many eggs because we got a broody hen and I don't know where the other ones are laying. Just follow the geese and ducks. Those little khaki Campbells. My wife wants to butcher them because I already have these cayugas. And keep the Swedish. There's a big turkey. No, it's not Thanksgiving. You're a breeding stock anyway. Here's my little turkeys. These are Thanksgiving turkeys. They gotta eat and get big. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months to go. They'll be as big as that in 5 months. So they'll be full grown. They won't be in here too much longer. They're gonna go in there in that one empty pen over there and grow out. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. There you guys are. Hanging out in the shade. That's my Reds, the future of Murkwood Farms, Rhode Island Reds. And Emden geese. Emden geese. I wish I could keep all of you. I really do. Yeah. Because I like you guys.
So I've been using some of the money that I collect from the farmer's market, and I buy lumber for my greenhouse project. I originally wanted to do my goat or sheep project that landed behind my garden, and but that's going to cost a lot more. So I have to find another creative way to. Hopefully, if my brother sells the house that my mom owns in Colorado, he's supposed to get it ready for sale, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. If that ever happens, then I will build a pen for sheep and goats. But I'm just working on my greenhouse, trying to get it done. And I don't wear this hat in public, just so that you know. It's just my gardening hat, really. I have 3 cowboy style hats, and about 3 or 4 baseball hats. I just grab whatever's available for the day. One of them's a little thicker and it's my favorite hat, but the one you usually see me, the other dark brown one, but it's just too hot for wearing that one. So I wear this one or my nicer hat. Yeah, gardens, some of it's looking, the yellow squash may have, I don't know, I'm hoping I get some more squash out of it. I didn't harvest any today. I harvested a couple zucchinis. I harvested a good, some tomatoes. I don't have a lot of eggs because one of my reds went broody. Reds don't usually go broody. They're not known as a broody breed. That's kind of why we got them, because I got the incubator back there and I can hatch the eggs myself and have more success, but we'll see what she does. I really don't like this, so bad timing because I could sell eggs and now she's not letting anybody lay them, and I don't know where the other reds are laying their eggs because I haven't found them yet. So unfortunately, I did find some eggs underneath my trailer, so I'm gonna have to candlelight those because I don't know how old they are, and maybe some of them are a little fresh. There was a chicken under there, so I know they're at least most of them are probably fresh. So I will have a few, maybe 2 dozen eggs to sell this tomorrow, and some tomatoes. Not a whole bunch, but at least I'll make a little bit more change, and. And I always keep like $20 in change in my wallet all times. 10 ones and 2 fives. So I have change for the farmer's market, and everything ends in $1. So there'll always be, I don't have to worry about coins. It's a cash only business, but I do credit for people who are in the Alabama nutrition program, which are people over the age of 50 that have low incomes. I didn't qualify because my income's not low enough. I tried out for it, but anyway, I have that. So you guys all have a good day and a better tomorrow.